Hello, everyone. We are live. We are live. We are live. Oh, thank y'all for being here. Says good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? We are live. Let's go ahead and get this live on out the way, honey, because I have so many topics to run through. Oh my God. We have a lot of topics to talk about, honey. Yes, we do. I see y'all in the house. I see y'all. Come on in. We'll give y'all a couple minutes to come in. We'll give you guys a couple minutes. Ooh, child, I got a lot of topics, Lord. We're going to get right on through them, too. Yes, we are. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday so far. Yes, this is the Caramel Rail Show. I am the one and only the Caramel Rail. Somebody said come through. Yes, honey, come through. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. All right, let's get started, honey. I had to go put my little wife beater on. I was out earlier running some errands. I said, oh, Lord, it's getting a little warm. But we're here. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's put the banner up on there, honey. Fair use, okay? Because we're going to be talking about some topics today where we're going to need to be covered under the fair use. So, hey, fair use, all right? Yes. So thank you for coming back and joining us. Hopefully you guys hit the like button as well. I hope you hit the like button as well, so that YouTube will know that you guys are liking the video and that you are keeping us in the algorithm. Okay, let's move on. All right, so rest in peace to rapper Young Dolph. Okay, today marks the 2nd anniversary of his death. Okay, I'm sorry, my husband always right when I go live, he's like, call me, like, sir, I cannot right now, I'm live. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me let him know. Oh. On live, dear, on live. All right. So, yeah. So, rest in peace to Young Dolph. This is the anniversary of his death, you guys. 2 years now. This is 2 years. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. I remember when this situation happened, where I was when it happened. I was just like, oh, my God, because we have been hearing about a lot of stuff going on with him and other, rappers that, had like this rivalry or whatever. But yeah, so sad, so sad. Let's go ahead and show a picture so those of you can, so y'all can be remembered, or you guys can remember rather. Okay, that's Young Dolph. You remember him when it happened. Okay. Yes, he made the song 100 Shots. That was a hot song too. Yes, so shout out to him and his family. They are still seeking justice for his death. Okay. He did a lot of great things for people in the hood. His children, they're set financially. He purchased several houses for his children as well. So they are set financially and for life, really. Okay. So he was very smart with his money, and he always did things to help out and give back to the hood. So it's unfortunate that he died very young, and left 2 children behind and a fiance. So shout out to them. I pray that they get justice. And yeah, so sad. We lose so many rappers all the time, and I'd be sad to see that, because it'd be that rivalry to be so damn petty that they just can't seem to get over. But shout out to them. Rest in peace to him, the 2-year anniversary of his death. Okay. All right. So in cray cray news, let's get the cray cray news out of the way before we get into the real stuff. Okay. Cray cray news, honey. I haven't had any cray news in a while, but I found one today that I think is funny. We're gonna do some funny ha stuff, and then we're gonna get into the real meat and potatoes of why we're here. All right, so I found this where this lady, honey, went into this store and she was mad as hell because they didn't have no grits, child. She was going off about these damn grits. Let's go ahead and play it, child.
Where the grits? Where is the grits? Not grits. We ain't got no more grits. Bro, I need some grits and I need them now. Where's the grits? More relax. No, I ain't no relax. I don't want no oatmeal. I want some grits. Where the grits, bro? I will tear this whole shit up. Find me some grits. I ain't got no more. Mo, relax. You got the camera too. Yo, bro, give her some grits, bro, because she was about to move right now.
Damn. She wants some damn grits bad, don't she? She said, I'm about to tear some shit up. Nah, I need some grits in here now. I'm like, damn, is it that serious for some damn grits? And somebody said grist ball, don't start it. I see y'all. Y'all talking about your girl over there, them damn grist ball. It's so funny. Y'all, I was like, yo, is it that serious for some damn grits? I like grits, but y'all ain't about to tell nobody to store for no damn grits, okay? Like, oh, we're not about to do that. Oh, shut up. I ain't ready for you. I ain't ready for you. All right, sorry about that. So we have more news. We have more news that I know you guys can definitely use. Miss Nene Leakes got into it with some woman who is supposed to be seeing her ex, okay? Her ex, y'all know she was seeing that guy, Nia, okay, who was married, honey, a whole married man when she was telling Kim Zolciak, honey, close your leg to married men. But you was out here messing with a whole married man, okay? So much so till the wife was coming after her ass and suing her for alienation of affection. Y'all know in North Carolina, that is a law where you can sue somebody for that. Y'all remember when Fantasia got caught up in some mess when she was messing with a married man and they came after her ass in a lawsuit, okay? That's a real thing, all right? But some woman is supposed to be messing with Nia, which is Nene's ex, but Nene's kind of been seeing him off and on. And I know that him and Nene broke up, and then I saw some pictures of him and Nene out again. I was just like, okay, you talk shit about him, and then we see you guys out again. So I'm kind of confused. It's causing a little confusion here, Nene, because I was under the impression that y'all were done. Not that it's my business, but it is because I'm a blogger. So let's talk about it. Now, she says, she sends a message, honey, to this woman that was letting her know that she, honey, was with Nia. Nene says, sis, you can have him. She says, trust me, it is not what you think. She says that the bedroom SEX is horrible. He's dumb. He's broke. He's a loser. He's a cheater, a liar. And she spelled liar wrong. She spelled liar, L-I-E-R. I was like, sis, you can't be reading and misspelling. You acting like Tisha out here now. And she says, and he's a narcissist, okay? She was like, girl, run while you can. But did you run when you could? No, you stayed and you were still getting a schlong. So why are you trying to tell somebody else to be running, Nene? Because you left and came back. So it's looking like you're a little bit this much right here pressed about this woman moving on with Nia. And you didn't stay with him as long as you did. And it's always the go-to when you break up with somebody and you be in your feelings about the shit. That's the go-to for women. He had a little schlong. He wasn't that good in bed, but you was out smiling and all on his arm and you was with him for a little hot minute. You were dating him for a hot little minute and was talking about possibly marrying this man. So I don't know nobody out here in a hurry to marry somebody that's bad in bed, that's horrible, that his sex game is horrible. He's dumb, he's broke, he's a loser, he's a cheater, he's a liar, and a narc. That's a little list right there. So I heard everybody just got all that going on, Nene. So I feel like you capping just slightly a little bit, okay, because you in your feelings that Nia might be moving on with somebody else because the situation didn't work with you and him. That's what it kind of gave me. But go off, sis, and continue to go off. All right. I gotta agree. Let's go down the list. You said he was horrible in bed. I gotta digress because you, like I said, you was fucking with him for a little while. All right, you throwing that punani back for a little while there. It was inching on up there to like a little year or so now. Because you were. You say he's dumb. I don't know. I can't say he's dumb. I can't say that because you down here misspelling words. Liar is L-I-A-R. Okay, you saying L-I-E-R. I know you probably sounded out. Usually, if you're typing it on the phone, there is autocorrect. I'm sorry that you didn't use it. I'm sorry your iPhone might have been broke, child, when you were typing what you were saying about him. Or maybe you typing so fast because you were mad and pressed. That's what it was looking like. And of course you didn't proofread it. He's a loser. Really is he a loser? Or did you just lose him? Let's continue. And a narc. Well, narcs recognize narcs because Nene, you do exhibit some narcissistic behavior as well. So it takes a narc to know a narc. So stop being impressed about this man, child. Let him go. He ain't doing nothing but wear sandals with all his suits anyway. So, girl, that wasn't a good look for you anyway, girl. All right, he's supposed to wear Stacey Adams with some of them suits. And then he was wearing them dashikis too. And I don't know, girl. That just did not seem like he was your steez. And I feel like he cracked your back right and you just mad that he moved on. But let's move on. I digress, girl. I digress. All right, moving on, Nene. Sorry, girl, that your man moved on, girl. Sorry, girl. Steve Harvey, honey, he is heard saying that he does not have female friends. And I'm like, no shit. You are married to Marjorie Harvey. She ain't about to let you have no damn female friends. But y'all know he always likes to go on and on and on and talk like you know what he's talking about and give all this relationship advice about how men should not have female friends. Let's talk about it, child. I was like, if you don't shut the hell up, I'm like, sir. Let me get to it. Says, oh yes, I don't have female friends. I don't have female friends. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, here you go.
My friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that. Why? What do you mean? Well, because come on. Because you have a wife. Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look, you're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor, and trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're guys. Men think this way? 99.9% of us think that way. My friends are men.
Shut up, Steve. Shut up, Steve. Because then you cheat on your ex-wife. You cheated on your ex-wife and broke up your marriage, okay? Like, stop it. I cannot take Steve. Like, you always like to give out all this unwanted or unsolicited advice to other people with their relationships. How many times you been married, Steve? How many times have you been married? And I did a whole lie where you was playing this woman while you were with your ex-wife or dating your ex-wife or married to her. One of the two. You was doing a whole lot of playing and running up at this woman's house unannounced. You were doing a lot. You were her friend. So now that you married to Marjorie, it's a whole new set of rules in terms of you can't have female friends. And that's coming straight from Marjorie. Because that was not your mindset when you was married to your ex-wife. It just was not. You had several women that you were using and asking for money in order to finance your career. Okay? Lying ass. I can't have female friends because when you go through the crack, nigga, shut your crack. This one right here. Shut that crack in your face. We don't want to hear you. He irks me. I think ever since this Shirley Strawberry situation, it's just giving me a bad taste in the mouth with Steve. I just cannot with him no more. Like, get out of here. Get off my damn phone. Get off my phone. Get out of here. Bye. All these new set of rules. Oh, I can't have female friends. Boy, you had plenty. Plenty. Now all of a sudden you got old Marjorie over there just running everything and running you too. Probably scared of her because she was, she was a little queen pin back in the day. So she had to be a little hard in the paint. And it might be it's looking like she's still exhibiting some of those behaviors over there up in their house. We should have had Shirley Strawberry's ass crying on the strawberry letter as well. Oh, I just want to say that I'm so sorry. Like, bitch, you need a job that bad. Like, girl, stop. Yeah, but that word I said about you, Steve Harvey. She don't know that shit. She was on that shit. Whatever I said about you, Steve, I didn't mean it. I just said it, I don't know where it came from. Bitch, it came out your mouth. You said what you meant. But because you need your job and your boss told you, look, bitch, if you don't get on here and say this shit, because when I get home, my wife gonna cuss me out. Because you done said some shit you weren't supposed to say in that jail phone call. So I'm gonna need you to fix this. Because my house is in an uproar right now over your damn mouth. That's where that came from. Because y'all know Marjorie running that shit over there. Oh, she's totally running it. She's totally running it. Yes, she is. All right. I got one more thing before we get into the tea. All right. And this shit I thought was so funny. Chris Brown is trolling the hell out. I don't know what him and Trey Songz got going on, but that gave me a nice little kiki. Chris Brown is trolling the hell out of Trey Songz, and he's mocking him on how he sings. And then when I tell you, he has it down packed. And I'm gonna show y'all how Trey Songz be doing too. All right, so now here go Trey Songz. Here go Trey Songz.
Cause you're making it hard for me, and I don't want
to leave. Baby. I gotta play Chris one more time, then we're gonna move on. That shit was so funny to me, y'all. Y'all, did he not nail that? Is that not how Trey Songz be sounding when he be on the song? Y'all. Chris Brown, I love you. That's all I can say. That shit shit was funny to me. And I done listened to it about 10 times. And it's still that funny. Y'all. Damn. Oh my God. All right. Chris Brown, you a fool for that one. I love it. Okay, that shit was funny to me. I don't care. I see some of y'all cracking up. All right, so let's get on to it, y'all. Let's get into the tea now, honey. We got some good old juicy stuff to talk about today. All right. Let's talk about Will Smith's friend of 40 years. I got a little clip here that I want to play. We can play it now. Thank you, Tasha K. It is on the Shade Room. Shout out to them and shout out to Tasha K. Y'all know that she interviewed Will Smith's friend of 40 years, where he's telling some things about Will Smith, in addition to some secrets about Jada as well. This is something that I didn't even know about. I never heard about this. Okay. Oh my God. Let's get into it. He says that Will Smith's former friend claims that Will wanted to unalive himself after allegedly catching Jada, honey, having with J-Lo's ex-husband, Mark Anthony, okay, on their couch. And this was during the time that Mark Anthony was married to J-Lo, honey. So, yes, Jada, honey, Jada Rumpelstiltskin Smith, honey, Shakur Alcina Smith, to be exact, was up in there, honey, on the couch at Mark Anthony's house over there, honey, rolling her back and throwing it back with Mark Anthony. Okay? Yeah, him. Let's go ahead and play it, baby. Don't let me talk you to death. I said, oh, child, not Jada.
Back to the other story of Jada stepping out.
Shout out to Neighborhood
When they did Hawthorne, Jada started fucking with Mark Anthony, who is J-Lo's husband.
Is that why they divorced?
So if you
Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony.
Yeah. So so let me go a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go a little bit. So this is a full-on relationship on the set. Like romantic relationship, not okay. I just gave him some pussy and you know that's it. Like it's a relationship. You know, Will hears about this and kind of devastated. At this point, this is where you see all the papers are going crazy. A divorce is imminent and so forth and so on. The final straw is when Will came home in court. Jada fucking Mark Anthony on the couch at their home, right? And this devastated Will, right? I even had a conversation when Will wanted to kill himself, right?
Never over no pussy?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. When they're together, Will's comfortable with that. Will's comfortable with the fucking is not there is the insecurities, because I can't tell you why, but I can tell you that there's a comfortability when men and women come in to have sex with them. Will's fine with.
Hot damn. Is that not crazy to y'all? Will is okay with Jada being with other people as long as he's present. But it's when when he's not there and she's with somebody, that's what drives him crazy and makes him want to unalive himself. That's some crazy shit. That is a crazy way to have to live as well. Now, we already talked about how this friend was saying that Jada was not pleased with Will and the way he loves her sexually, that she likes a big one and that Will ain't really packing like that. So I think they have some type of open arrangement to where they can see other people, but it's rules behind it, meaning if you do it, I would like to be present because I don't want nobody digging my wife out and I ain't there. And I don't want you seeing this person maybe repeatedly because I don't want feelings to be caught. Okay. I mean, this was during the time that J-Lo was married to Mark Anthony, and it said and alleged that that is what helped break up their marriage after J-Lo actually found out that this situation happened with Jada and Mark Anthony. Is that not crazy? Somebody said this is a sick, toxic relationship between Will and Jada. You know it. Absolutely. I would not be okay with watching my husband dig out another female as long as I can watch. Like, bitch, no, I'm be done forgot that I gave your ass permission to do that and be ready to whoop somebody's ass. Like, for real. That's how I'm be. I'm be like, I forgot that I said you can do that shit and I'm be ready to fight. Like, no. That is not okay. I mean, I don't understand why the two of them, they realize that they're not great for each other. They're not right for each other. And I know it's a lot of money involved in terms of the two of them getting a divorce because there is no prenup according to them. There's no prenup between the two of them. So there's a lot of money to be exchanged if, in fact, they do divorce. So they just decided, look, it's cheaper to keep her. Just let me go out and do what I want to do, sleep with who I want to sleep with, and do what I want to do. Will, allegedly messing with Dwayne Martin. Again, I'm gonna say allegedly behind that, okay? Because Dwayne ain't came out and said shit yet, and silence is louder in this situation. I mean, he just might as well just come on out and say shit. Just live your life. Live your life. I mean, everybody cannot be lying about the situation. Everybody's been talking about Will and Dwayne Martin for some years, and I said it before. Lisa Ray done came out and said it. Tisha Campbell done hinted at the shit. The professional car detailer who was cleaning Dwayne Martin's cars and said that Dwayne was walked in on Tisha Campbell, child, when she walked in on him with one of the assistants, one of the youngest male assistants to be exact, while they were caught in the act. And now this friend of 40 years is saying he walked in a room with Dwayne Martin behind Will Smith, pound towning, if I can say it that way, having pound town. Like, damn, this shit is getting crazier and crazier and crazier. But all Jada got to say, oh, we're suing. For what? Because the shit came out? Is it a lie or no? Are you suing because it's a lie, or are you suing because this person is talking in order to shut them up? That's my question. Are you suing this said friend? Because they're not suing Tasha K, according to my knowledge, okay? I've been doing some digging. According to what was said, Will and Jada, they're not coming after Tasha K because she's just the person who interviewed him. They're coming after him because he is talking too much. And the reason that he is talking, because there was supposed to be in some type of business deal that went wrong between he and Will did not pay him X amount of money that was agreed upon. So he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start talking. I'm gonna put my book out. Jada went and put her book out before his, that pissed him off. So he was like, I'm just gonna start telling shit. And that's exactly what he did. He's been doing interviews prior to even sitting down with Tasha K. All right, like prior, he have. Go look him up. Go look, Brother Bilal, that's his name. Go to YouTube and just type in Brother Bilal, and you would just see several times that he done sat down with several people and have told stuff about Will Smith and Dwayne Martin and everybody else that he know about their damn business. And some of the shit I got to say, I believe, okay? Some of it don't seem to be verifiable to me, but it sounds juicy. But the part that do sound like it's for real, I believe the shit. Like I do. Everybody cannot be lying on you. They cannot be lying. Like, just come out the closet. You already said you and Jada were already separated for 6 months now. Y'all been living separate lives, living in a separate area. Like, it is what it is. If you're not happy, you're not happy. That shows you're not happy if you separated for 6 months and you still haven't gone forward with no damn divorce. Jada wants to keep tabs on Will, and it's just miserable. He looks miserable. Sitting in interviews, crying and shit. Like, bruh, I got a recent picture of him. Let me show that. And I took a picture. It's a still picture of an interview that he was in with his ass sitting there crying. I was like, bro, you need to get up out of there, because that's not a good look for you, sir. Okay? Like, he looked crazy as hell. Crying. Miserable. Like, sir, it's not that serious. Live your truth. Move on. Live your truth. If you want to be with Dwayne, be with Dwayne. Be with Dwayne. Look at this shit. If you want to be with Dwayne, be with Dwayne. Like, I mean, everybody already know what it is. Everybody know what it is, child. Let's move on, though. Let's move on, because there's more. There's so much more. We're going to get down to this whole, I know you guys are here for us to talk about this whole Diddy and Cassie thing that is on the list, but I want to save that towards the end so that we can kind of end the show with a bang with that. All right. Let's go ahead to the next topic. 50 Cent continues to troll Diddy, okay, about his lawsuit. All right. Now, y'all know also that 50 Cent had a current lawsuit as well, to where y'all remember he hit said woman in the head with a microphone while he was on stage. And this woman sued him for her injuries, okay? Now, it said that he is not going to be charged, or criminally charged rather, for injuring the Power 106 host. Her name is Brianna Mungane, with a microphone, okay? All right, let me turn it down. This is when it happened. Turn it down. No sound, honey. No music. He threw the microphone out there and hit this woman in the damn head. She had to have several stitches in her head, okay? And he threw it very hard. She had like a huge gash in her head. Had a huge, huge gash in her. You see how he threw it? Threw the microphone out in the audience and hit this woman in the head. And she had to have stitches. This is her. That's the injury that she received behind the microphone hitting her head. She had a huge gash to where she had to have several stitches to stitch her face up, and she's going to have a permanent mark. Okay. Of course, she is going to sue. She did file a police report after the infamous mic toss where she was hit in the head. I'll show it again. You guys can see it's a very, very deep gash in her forehead. She is permanently damaged behind this incident where he threw the microphone. I'm not sure why he did it. I don't know if he was on some type of natural high on stage, but it says it appears that rapper 50 Cent is walking away scot-free from an incident that left a woman with severe lacerations on her head back in August at his show. Okay. Now they're saying, if you recall, that the incident occurred at the rapper's show in LA, crypto.com arena, where he was experiencing technical difficulties on stage. They're saying in a fit of rage that he furiously flung a microphone. Now that was the throw. That was not a flung, that was a throw. But it says that he flung the microphone into the crowd, okay, and harmed Power 106 radio host Brianna Mongain. It says that the woman's injuries were so severe that she required immediate medical assistance, okay? They said after she filed a police report on August the 30th, that the case jumped through the hands of multiple agencies until being brought to LA County's attorney's office. Now, of course, they're saying that the city attorney's office said no criminal charges will be filed against the 48-year-old rapper, which is 50 Cent, as long as he remains out of trouble. How? Says that the case will remain open 1 year from the date of the incident and is open to reevaluation if further issues transpire between both parties. Okay. Now, from what I read in another article, it was saying that she did file a lawsuit against him in order to, I guess, get monetary gain behind this, because she is going to need some type of plastic surgery to have this gash removed from her forehead, because she's permanently damaged behind that. So what if you had technical difficulties? That is something that you need to handle with whoever your stage hands are that handle your stuff. That does not give you the right and or authority to throw anything, let alone a fucking microphone, into the audience and hit this woman in the forehead, causing a gash such as this to her forehead. And because you are 50 Cent and because you have money, you are able to wiggle out of this in the event that you don't get in any more trouble. I mean, that was trouble right there. You need to pay this woman, and you need to pay her now for injuring her. It's no different than if you ran into somebody in your damn car. It's no different. You injured her. That makes me so upset that people with money and power like that slip through the cracks and don't have to pay a person because of who they are and how much money they possess and the power that they have. Like, no. Okay. This person commented and said 50 Cent just threw his mic hard as F, and it hit a girl in the face and it was all bloody, and that he is getting sued. I told y'all she sued. Okay. He don't give a damn, to be honest. But let's get on with the show, honey. But that is what it is, and that is what it were. All right. So he is not gonna be prosecuted for that, but he damn sure needs to cough up some money to pay this woman so that she can have, some type of monetary gain behind this, at least so she can have some type of surgery done to have that stitched up. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So let's go ahead and get into, I got a lot of topics, y'all. All right. So as you guys know, Tamar Braxton and Tommy Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all know who Tommy Lee is. She's crazy as hell. She's beautiful, but she's crazy. This is a picture of her. Okay. She is out finagling, honey, and seen with Tamar Braxton's ex. As we got, his name is Jeremy Robinson, but y'all remember they were calling him JR. He was supposed to be engaged to Tamar Braxton, but Tamar, he called off the engagement to Tamar, and he did it publicly, saying that it was a lot of stuff going on, pretty much that it was kind of toxic. He was saying he was happy to get out of this toxic relationship with her. As we know, Tamar is very extra. She's very loud. She's very, y'all know how Tamar is, child. Y'all watch Braxton Family Values, you already know how Tamar is. It was much too much for him. So he decided to back out and call the engagement off, which Tamar Braxton said that she was very, very hurt by that. She cried behind it because she said that she was blindsided by the fact that he called it off. Since then, she has gone back to her ex, David, whatever his name is, dude with the dreadlocks who look like Predator. So she's back with him now, which that's toxic because they had a whole DV situation, domestic violence situation, when they were together. So she's gone back to him. Tommy Lee is seen hanging out with JR at some type of an event. All right, let's go ahead and play that for you guys. And she trolling hell out of Tamar, and she wanted Tamar to see this situation as well. All right. She holding his hand and everything. I said, child. JR, you know that this crazy fool you sit beside got about 12, 15 buck shots. Tread lightly now. Tread lightly, because Tommy is crazy. That's him with Tommy, child. They look like they're out on some little date. And I know Tamar is mad hard pressed about that because she was crying about that whole breakup between her and JR. So what a way to get back at somebody when they piss you off like that. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for the footage, okay? Yeah. Now y'all know the two of them, and I'm gonna read off what he said when he broke up with Tamar. All right. Says so many questions, so many assumptions. He says that I want to answer all of that. He says that I can, with respect, say yes. He says Tamar and I are no longer together. I ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy and being a better person. He says what happened and why. He says that's our private place. He says, no, I never cheated. And no, I wasn't there when she was at her mother's place when her car was burglarized. Y'all remember somebody broke into her car and stole some stuff out of her car. He says that no, I never cared about fame. He says that who reveals their most embarrassed moments in their life to find fame. He says that I have always represented famous people, and the truth is that I was in an amazing place financially and mentally. He says that I turned down Queen's Court, which is where he and Tamar met. All right. He says several times before I actually gave in to be on the show. Ultimately, I fell in love, and it did not end how I wanted it. He says, so I want to heal. Tamar and I will always be friends and family for life. He says, thanks for respecting our privacy. Okay. So he has moved on from Tamar, and it looks like he might be finagling with damn Tommy now. I don't know. But y'all know Tamar and Tommy had some words where they trolled each other back and forth. Tamar, and this was prior to this particular situation where we both saw the two of them out. This is what Tamar had to say to Tommy. All right. Tamar says, so now y'all want me to address out of work reality stars? She says that never. She says, me and my Muppet employed ass will keep you on the list if I need a non-fighting cokehead for $2,500 an episode for one of these shows of mine that I'm casting for. She says that we are not the same. Go sell some ass for your next hit. I'm finna come out with my next hit. Okay. Damn. All right. So Tommy then hits back with gotta address me for it to hit Muppet, baby. I was like, damn, you gotta address me, meaning put it at me. If you're gonna talk shit, like that's fine, but do at Tommy so that you can direct that comment towards me. I was like, come on through, honey. The girls is girling. So she says, I can't even ask a question without hoes getting in a frenzy. She says, don't flatter yourself, mama. Be glad that I actually even noticed, meaning I low-key didn't give a fuck and I high-key didn't give a damn about what you were saying. Okay. Tamar comes back and then says that, and before someone takes my phone, she says, if you own cocaine and your name starts with a T and you never sold out a bag of blow pops, she says, stay silent. She says, God bless all and let me and my team heal from this trauma, please. Y'all know Tamar got a smart ass mouth, okay? So Tommy hit back and showed the footage when Tamar had the show where Krishan was seen on stage with her, okay? We all know how that shit happened where James Wright got punched in the face by Krishan with all them damn rings, busted up his face, etc. So Tommy then comes back and says, I just wonder, would this one not all be this rest? That don't make sense. But she says, if she wasn't there, would this one have been this viral? Meaning, would Tamar's show be as viral if Krishan Rock was not on stage with her? Which it would, because she sold out every single show that she's had thus far for her tour so far. Okay. She says, remember the question when you respond. All right. Damn. The two of them going back and forth. So Tommy decides to troll Tamar back by being seen out in public on live with her ex JR. So I'm waiting to see how that shit is gonna happen between the two of them, because I just know it's gonna be some mess. All right. So yo, child, let it go. Tamar, you're not with him no more. Tommy, you only got with JR like that to troll the hell out of her. So let it go, child. All right. So I got one more before we get to this Diddy situation. Okay, guys. Are y'all enjoying the topics that I pulled thus far? Are you guys enjoying the topics that we pulled so far? I'm trying to breeze through them, honey. I'm trying. All right, so one of my favorite artists, Megan Thee Stallion, honey. Megan Thee Stallion, her fans are dragging her ex Pardi Fontaine over his Megan Thee Stallion diss track. Now, as you guys know, Megan Thee Stallion has a new song out called Cobra, where she exposes Pardi for cheating on her. Okay. Now, yes, she's exposing him for cheating on her. All right. Give me one second. And it's a hot damn mess. I like them, but Pardi, baby, you cheated and she called you back. So Pardi, he did a diss track to clap back at Megan for what was said. All right. He's mad, pressed, and upset at the fact that she called him out and said that in her song Cobra, if you're going to listen to the song Cobra, she does say that that he was getting dome in the same place that she lays her head, meaning that he had some other woman at her home where he was getting a BJ, bobbing for apples, if you will, in her bed where she lays her head. She puts that in her song. That pissed him off. He came back and did a diss track, and let me read off the words to his diss track. He says, "Oh, damn, I got problems." Says, "Never thought a bitch," and I got to read it off like he says it, "like me would ever hit rock bottom." Says, "Man, I miss my parents, way too anxious, always cancel my plans. Pull up, called him." Oh, no, this is what Megan is saying. I'm sorry. This is the words to her Cobra song. Okay, let me start over. So it says, "Ah, damn, I got problems. Never thought a bitch like me would ever hit rock bottom. Man, I miss my parents, way too anxious, always cancel my plans. Pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his DICK sucked in the same spot that I'm sleeping. Lord, give me a break. I don't know how much more of this shit that I can take." Hey, because y'all know she did the ad. Okay, so then she goes on to say, "How long you been worried about me, telling people that's not me? Honestly, it kind of feels like you plotting, watching acted like you ain't noticed." That didn't make sense, but okay. She says, "I was tripping, going crazy, and they low-key hating." She says, "So they ain't got to say shit. Damn, I finally see it. I'm unaliving myself when a bitch would unalive to be me, would die to be me." Okay. Yeah. So he did a whole diss track in which there's some music to it. Yeah, it is music to it. So, okay, let's see if they put the words here for, okay. Okay, yes. So it says that Megan Thee Stallion boyfriend claps back. He calls her, the song is called "The Person," because y'all know her name is Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so this is what he says in the song. "Sit down for a second, girl, you need to hear this. Be for real. You ain't even realistic. Got lipo, then you started posting gym pics," meaning trying to say that she was lying about working out when she really got lipo. Says that the things that you're doing is sadistic. Says that he also told her, "Clean up the fountain." Okay. Says that the work that you need is internal. He also talks about asking Megan if she had sex with certain people. Says that he rapped that, "I asked you to your face, did you F them ninjas?" Okay. "And you swore on your mother, more lies from the lips of a lover." Okay. So they're going back and forth. I was like, damn. So he went on to say that, "I picked out a ring, then you lied to my face, went on TV and then lied to Gayle King." He says that, "I found out with the rest of the world. God, I treated you like a queen." Says, "Whole time I'm a clown in your circus. I tried to pull you up out of the mud." Says that, says, "Here you are trying." Okay. "Here you are trying to drown me on purpose." Says that, "You know the devil was a serpent." Says, "For some streams and some views, girl, I hope it was worth it. This ain't for Megan Thee Stallion. This is Megan the person." That is what he wrote. So they're going back and forth. He's upset that she exposed him for cheating on her. And baby, I was just like, damn. When I heard the song, I was like, Did she just say that about him? But yes, she actually did. So she exposed him. And this is what some people had to say about that. It says, so Pardi says, you made this song and you said not in her house and not in her bed, but your goofy ass still cheated. So shut up. Okay. This other person says, so yeah, says, I'm glad I didn't trust Pardi's weird ass. Says that she said you cheated and you deflected what she said to claim that she got liposuction. And you're talking about who she allegedly had sex with before y'all got together. Like what? Says that he has a feminist tattoo on his arm, by the way. So they coming back reading the hell out of him. It's looking like they are more in favor of Megan Thee Stallion because she came out to talk about him cheating. Now they're saying that this track will end up in the same place as your career, Pardi, in the gutter. I was like, damn. All right, so they said that Pardi was just reciting spoken word and writing poems about Megan a few months ago, but now she's exposed him for cheating, and she's a disgusting person who needs help. Says, boy, FAWKU, okay? Damn. They're going in on his ass, all right? So, yeah, that's what they had to say. This is Pardi. This is for Megan Thee Stallion.
Bullshit. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit.
So that is it, and that is all, child. They are going in on his ass. They like, yeah, we don't like this song Pardi. Like, get out of here and be gone, okay? All right. So let's get on with what we actually came here for. For those of you that have been watching the news, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it on other social media outlets as well as other content creators speaking about it as well. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, you guys, and checked my phone, and boom, there it was, where Diddy, honey, has reached, Cassie and Diddy have reached a settlement one day after the lawsuit was filed. All right. This says that the New York Times actually reports this. All right. Now they're saying, well, that was quick. Cassie and Diddy reached an undisclosed settlement. They said that I think that she should have brought criminal charges against him. Is she going to feel good spending money from misery? It says that it will be interesting to see how this affects Diddy going forward. It says that these allegations have completely ruined him already. Ruined his already not so good reputation. I agree. I totally agree. And the fact that you paid her in 24 hours, I ain't never seen nobody get paid that fast. If where the pen at was a person, damn Diddy, okay? Mister, I never did that shit. I'm fighting this. I'm not doing this. Like, he sat there and denied this shit the whole time. But in 24 hours, you done cut a check? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is what Diddy had to say. Says, Cassie, Cassie says, I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. Says that I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. Okay. Diddy had to say this, said that we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best love. Says that they're trying to be funny. And y'all know he calls himself Brother Love. I don't see nothing about love when it comes to you, sir, because I read the deposition and that shit crazy. All right. For those of you that have not read it, you need to read it. I do have it. If you guys want to hear it, I'll probably have to do it in another one. If you guys want to hear it today, I don't know shit, but it's very gruesome. Where Diddy was saying that he wanted Cassie, honey, to go out there and get the big black DICKS's, all right, because that's what he likes. All right. I don't know no straight men out here asking for that, but all right, yeah. Now, from my sources, they're saying that the amount that was initially asked for was between $30 million and $100 million. From my sources, they're saying that he may have settled all of this. And an NDA, of course, y'all know was going to be signed because that's how Diddy rolls. All right, that she may have taken up to $100 million in this settlement. All right, so from 30 million to 100 million, shit, I'm going this way towards the 100. If it's 30 and 100 million, bitch, I'm down here where 100 is. All right, that's what I'm gonna need. And hopefully, knowing the way Diddy moves, all right, because we already saw what happened to Kim Porter, allegedly. Hopefully she takes this money and she gets the hell out of the country, and she has some very good security that is with her, and she falls off the face of the damn earth, because we know how Diddy moves, especially with this deposition being so in-depth and how she embarrassed the fuck out of him. Diddy is not going to take this shit sitting down, and I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't see him taking this sitting down. I just really don't. I really hope that she is very careful in this situation. All right. All right, so it says that when you realize that you don't have to be a computer expert for, hold on. No, that's the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Disagree on that. All right, so I have a few things that I wanted to bring up. One in particular is Diddy's former bodyguard. He actually speaks out and he tells some stuff that's like, yo. He talks about an incident where Diddy was abusive towards Kim Porter. And Kim Porter fought back, y'all. Kim Porter fought back and sent Diddy to the hospital behind this. All right. He tried to put pause on her. And she was like, no, the fuck you won't. And she told his ass up. All right. So I'm going to play it for you guys. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. This is his ex-bodyguard speaking on an incident that he knew about because he also had to rush to the hospital once he found out that Diddy had to be rushed to the nearest hospital once he put pause on Kim Porter and she fought him back. And she used one of those, what is that, where you open the wine? A cork opener thing. And she sliced him across the wrist, which it hit an artery, which Diddy was bleeding uncontrollably and had to be rushed to a nearby hospital for putting pause on Kim Porter.
With a new album, man, called Love, and he got a song on there called Kim Porter. How you feel about that?
I think that's probably a great thing to do. You know what I'm saying? To honor the person that you said you love. To honor the woman who gave you a scar on your wrist for the rest of your life that you can always look at and remember. You know what I'm saying? So if he put that song out there to her, I guess he wanted to honor her. But he gonna always remember her. Kim was who Kim was. And then if he ever try to forget her, all he had to do is look at his wrist.
What you mean by that when you say that, Kim Porter gave Puffy a scar?
When they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrist up and hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital. I met him over there to the hospital. It was me, him, and Kim in the hospital when he was bleeding like crazy. And that was the beginning of him. And that's the first thing I knew about people getting hooked on opioids. You know what I'm saying? And that was from that accident. That was from the incident with him and Kim. When she wasn't taking that, she wasn't going to take that ass whooping, and she got him off of him the best way she could.
Right. From your point of view, right, how would you describe Puffy and Kim Porter relationship when you was around?
It was volatile. It was like, damn it she do, damn it she don't. Like, Kim could not be with nobody else, and he knew it. And he could do whatever he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And even when he was with J-Lo, like, we'll put J-Lo in the house, and he'll call, and Kim wouldn't answer. And if she was out, he would ask the babysitter, do you know where she at? Well, she said she's going to be here because she had Kristen at the time. You know what I mean? So now we going where Kim is at. And if she was with somebody, he made it very uncomfortable for that person to be with. Using the bodyguards.
What you mean by that?
Like, if we was there, you're not going to be sitting up there, and he pushing up on Kim. You're not going to do nothing to him while we there, or you're not going to say nothing to him while we there. Dude would just either step out or step away, or Kim would just get in another car and go or whatever.
Right, but from the outside looking in, right, from my point of view, it does look like he, is living with a regret when it comes to her.
My man coulda, woulda, shoulda, all that shit look good for the media. All that look good for the media, bro.
There's connection there. Do you guys see that? In terms of what Cassie endured, being with Diddy for 13 years of her life, being DV'd, trafficked, assaulted, and everything else. Kim Porter was going through hell as well with him. And he also tarnished the relationship between Kim Porter and her baby daddy, Christopher Williams, because he wanted Kim. All right. Christopher Williams loved Kim. But Diddy made it seem like Christopher Williams did not want to be there for their son, the son that she had with Christopher Williams, who looks just like him, okay? And he made it seem like, oh, I'm stepping up to be the father of this child because Diddy wanted Kim. And he had to make it look like Christopher Williams was being such a horrible father, and I'm stepping up to be father of the year of this man's child, when this man really wanted to be there for his child. This is the type of creep that Diddy is, okay? I mean, Al B. Sure. I'm sorry. Thank y'all for putting it there. Al B. Sure. Al B. Sure. She has a son with Al B. Sure, and the son looks just like Al B. Sure. Thank y'all for correcting me, okay? I appreciate it. Al B. Sure. Correction. Not Christopher Williams, but Al B. Sure, okay? And Al B. Sure wanted to be there for Kim and for that baby. But when Diddy hit the scene, Diddy came in and took over and made it seem like Al B. Sure was not trying to be there for his son when he wanted to be there. But Diddy was keeping him from being there and stepped up and was saying that he was the father of this child, when Al B. Sure was right there trying to be a father to that child. He even went as far as writing the song that Jodeci has a hit for, Forever My Lady, about Kim Porter. That's how much he loved her. Go back and listen to the words of that song. So you're having my baby, and it means so much to me. There's nothing more precious than to raise a family. Y'all know the song. Y'all know the song. He wrote that song about Kim Porter. He loved her. But when Diddy comes in, Diddy feels like it's all or nothing. Like it's all about me or no one else. Kim was tired of his shit. And when Diddy came over there that particular day trying to rough her up, she was like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, first of all, I done had to sit here and watch you running around, because during the time that he was with Kim, messing with Kim, he was also with Cassie. So he would be seen out, and you guys can see pictures. Go back and pull pictures from the night. He was seeing Kim Porter and Cassie at the same time. He would be seen out in public with Cassie. There's pictures of him and Cassie. Then he will be seen out in public with Kim, which was confusing. And then when Kim got pregnant with those twins, the twin daughters that they have, people were like, okay, I thought he was with Cassie. Like, I thought he was with Cassie. Like, what's really going on here? So he was able to have all these women around and do whatever he wanted to do, but then tell Kim, no, you can't be with nobody. You can't move on and date nobody. You got to be available for me whenever I want you to be. It was so controlling to the point to where Kim was staying in his house, which was in his name, where he had keys to come over when he felt like it, the same way he was doing Cassie. That day he came over to Cassie's house, stuck his key in the door when Cassie's friend was there. Cassie's friend was there, and Cassie's friend and Diddy, which was a female, the girl was a female that was there to see Cassie, got into a verbal altercation with Diddy. Okay, and the girl got hurt some type of way, and she filed a lawsuit against Diddy where he paid her to keep it quiet, and Cassie also paid her some money as well to keep it quiet because she didn't want her name in it as well. So the girl was going to expose Diddy, and Diddy paid her off to be quiet. And now she's no longer friends with Cassie because of Diddy. No longer friends with Cassie because of Diddy. So Diddy wants to make everybody give him what he wants when he wants it. He want to be able to stick the key in the door when he gets ready, no matter if you guys are not exclusive. And none of the women that he's exclusive with. And I'm going to say, I don't think him and Carisha are exclusive, because how are you still having babies? And I said last night, you have a baby that's less than 6 months old, and you've been seeing Carisha over a year or so now, or maybe a year. None of the women that Diddy is with are exclusive, just like he wasn't exclusive with Kim, but you stood your ass up at her funeral and took over the funeral arrangements from her family because you had money and you wanted everybody to think that, oh, I was so in love with her, she was my soulmate. Bullshit. You were putting paws on her just like you were doing Cassie. Let me show some pictures. Because I love when he liked to lie and say he didn't do something when I know that he did, okay? Let me show some pictures. This is the magnitude of what Cassie had to go through. Okay, I'm gonna show this shit. I'm gonna show it because he loves to say he never did nothing. I never did that. Oh, I never did that. Oh, okay. I showed you guys last night, okay? All right, let me show the big picture because I blew it up. Let me show the picture last night. And if you go back and look at a lot of pictures to where Cassie and Diddy took pictures, you can see she really wasn't that happy with Diddy, okay? She really wasn't that happy. She didn't smile in a lot of pictures that she was in with Diddy, okay? Body language says everything. She was not smiling in a lot of pictures with Diddy. All right, this particular picture, I showed it last night. I'm going to show it again. This particular picture is the picture that that was taken where she was telling everybody she had an ATV accident. I showed it last night. I'm going to show it again for my viewers that didn't get to see it. She was saying she had an ATV accident, okay? And this is the actual picture where they went to Dubai and she was tucked away for a few weeks until her face healed, okay? She was tucked away in Dubai because he had put hands on her. Where you see the white bandage on her forehead is where she has a permanent scar to this day on her forehead at which Diddy did to her. Look at her lip. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl, okay? Now, let me show you another picture to where her face was so messed up to where she was out here looking like a whole Arab, all right? Here are the glasses. Let me show the glasses. Let me show the glasses. Let me show the glasses, okay? Shout out to Impress TV, okay? Here are the glasses. Okay? Where he hit her in the face and broke her glasses. Now, this is her face. She had to cover her face completely up because she was really banged up. This is how she had to walk around in Dubai with her face completely covered up with shades on because she was so badly assaulted by him. But you never did nothing. You never hit her. You never did none of these things. And I think he hurried up and paid that money because he knew some more shit is about to come out. If you guys have heard the deposition, then you know she went in detail of the things that she endured with him. So not only was he just putting hands on Cassie, he was also putting hands on Kim Porter. And had she not done what she did that particular day, there's no telling what he would have done. And I don't know what it was that sparked the argument between the two of them. It might have been another gentleman because they say he's a very jealous individual. Diddy is very jealous, just like he was with Kid Cudi when he found out that Cassie was texting Kid Cudi. He went through Cassie's phone while she was knocked out. When she took some ecstasy and some more shit, knocked out on the bed, he went through her phone and found out that she had been communicating with Kid Cudi. He threatened Kid Cudi to say, hey, I'm going to blow it. Stop seeing him or I'm going to blow up his fucking car. Very shortly thereafter, what happens? Boom, right in his driveway, car up in flames. This is the type of shit that we're talking about with this psycho. Diddy got a lot of issues. Diddy has a lot of fucking issues. All right, so let me go ahead. I played this last night. I'm going to play it again where this psychic actually spoke about Diddy's fate coming. She told this to Kim Porter prior to her passing. She was spot on. As we know, the lawsuit happened, what's today? Friday, Thursday it came out. So let's say, hold on. 18th, let's say on the 16th. I think it was the 16th when it came out. All right, so let's play that.
Oh, like crazy. Showing November of 2023. So her death date was November 15th of 2018. But I'm being shown November of 2023. I don't think we're done with this. I feel she's shaking her head yes. Before she stare at me, then she wait, and now she's shaking her head yes. I am being shown that things are being prepared. She is showing me a trumpet. People are standing straight up. And there are people going to speak, not just about what happened to her, about other things. Something is unraveling. For some reason, she's showing me like, was one of her kids, I wonder, in band? Because she's showing me like trumpet marching band type music, which is weird because I don't think that that's her favorite, but I'm being shown that. Somebody is leading the march, leading the way there. That's what it is. Somebody is leading the march, leading the way to uncover this information. And I'm getting 5 months. So I feel, sorry, I keep laughing because she's like, out with it. Toxic metal, personal, private, handwritten documentation about what was said to her 3 months before she passed, what she witnessed, and the final straw that she couldn't take anymore. And it's not a case of domestic violence. It goes far beyond that. and that. So it is domestic violence, but it's far, far beyond that. So she goes in a completely different scope. 5 months. The time is being marked. 5 months. So this is June, July, August, September, October, November. I'm going for November 15th. Or right around there. It's coming out. It will not be, you cannot keep this. She's literally, you cannot stop the truth. And she has, like, this is it. So, like, crazy. I am being shown.
She was spot on. Because the 16th was when the actual lawsuit came out about what happened to Cassie. Okay. And in 24 hours, they've already settled because he knew his ass was grass. Had he gone through the court system and went through a trial, that would not have been good for him. And I feel like just because he settled, I don't feel like that's the end of this situation, because charges can still be pressed. The state can pick it up because trafficking is involved. Abuse is also involved. There are other women that are coming out saying that they too were also violated in this situation with Diddy. So it wasn't just Cassie. It wasn't just Kim Porter. There were also other women along the way that he was seeing. He was seeing another woman while he was seeing Cassie, who also became pregnant by him. Okay. Yeah, also became pregnant by him. And Cassie warned her to say, hey, don't fool with him. Don't mess with him. Like, look, not because I'm jealous of y'all relationship, because, bitch, I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to help you. Don't fool with him. She experienced the very same thing, to where he stood over her and put hands on her too. She's also speaking. So what is to say that just because Cassie received this settlement, that the state is not going to pick up these charges? Trafficking is a charge. Look at how they did R. Kelly. Look at how they did R. Kelly. The state picked up those charges, and it wasn't until it took them doing a surviving R. Kelly with all these women coming out to speak. And I keep saying it, I feel like there's going to be surviving Diddy. Now, California has a no statute of limitation law when it comes to RAPE and trafficking, okay? Which is the incident that happened in that particular place too with Cassie. So she is within every right, okay, to still get justice for that, but the state has to pick it up because she's already chose to do a civil suit versus a criminal suit against him. So for 13 years, at the age of 19, meeting him, and he was in his 30s, which is ew, gross. What the hell you want with a 19-year-old? You probably had kids her age. What you want with a 19-year-old? What do you want with a 19-year-old? I feel like the state is going to pick it up. It's not over. And my prayers are to Cassie and her safety behind this, because everybody that comes up against Diddy and everybody that tries to disassociate themselves from him in terms of exposing him wind up not being here anymore. Do we need to name out some names? Biggie Smalls, which was very close to him, and that was like a brother that was on the label, who wanted to leave Bad Boy because things were not right. I keep saying it. It was no coincidence, Diddy, you was in the car behind him versus in the car with him, because you've always seen with Biggie. Why weren't you in the car with him? I said it last night. It just doesn't sit right with me that you were not in the car with this man when this happened, and I felt like he knew something was getting ready to happen. Because he was pushing Biggie to go to LA when Biggie's mama had already told him, son, I don't feel right about this. I don't think that you should go. She had her intuition kicked in. Something was telling her, your son does not need to go out there because he may not make it back alive. But Diddy was so persistent in Biggie going out there for this stupid ass party and to promote this album, when he knew gang members and everybody else did not want him in the area, because they had this beef, this West Coast and East Coast beef towards Biggie and everybody else that was in Diddy's camp. So I feel like once Biggie made it known that he wanted to leave Bad Boy Records, that was the end for him, because low-key, he's worth more unalived than alive. He's worth more gone than he is alive. Period. Someone said Cassie isn't a victim. You don't think so? I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to jump down anybody's throats for having their opinion. I'm not going to do that. But I do feel like, you know, I feel like she had a little bit of Stockholm syndrome, and women need to understand. I talked about it last night. I don't feel like we should victimize a person because they didn't leave when we felt like they should have. Like Paula J. Parker was saying last night, you know, I don't feel like she's a victim. I feel like she could have got out and she left and came back. And most victims in that particular mindset do when they have, you know, Stockholm syndrome. The same shit that happened with R. Kelly's girls. Dominique Gardner, she left. She got away and went home to her mother. And in 3 days, she returned back to R. Kelly. She was away and went back to a toxic situation where he again put hands on her. Okay? Period. Okay? Now they're saying in a shocking move that singer and actress Cassie has settled a lawsuit Friday against ex-boyfriend Sean P. Diddy Combs. It says, as previously reported, that the lawsuit was filed Thursday in New York, accused Diddy of RAP, abuse, and sex trafficking, according to court documents. Okay. Now they're saying that while many were gearing up to see a wild court case unfold, that both parties announced that they were able to resolve their issues amicably. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, said in a statement Friday evening that I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. Okay. Says that I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. Says that Diddy, in his own statement, said that we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. Says, I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love. Because y'all know that's what he goes by now, love. Says, in the middle of the reacting of the details of Cassie's initial allegations, that online users put a pause on that to react to the latest update. Now, of course, I told y'all, I told you guys that rapper 50 Cent has been trolling the hell out of Diddy because of this situation. And he also trolled Diddy for settling so fast. Like, nigga, I told you that you were guilty, okay? Like everybody else was saying. So they're saying that fellow rapper 50 Cent also shared his latest reaction to the breaking news. He said earlier this morning, he says, LOL, he paid that money real quick. Said it should have done that before the sharks saw the blood in the water. And here they come in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every woman that he put hands on. And I believe that. It don't take but one to start talking. It don't take but one to start talking before a whole surviving Diddy starts happening. And I'm gonna do a countdown to it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Members of Danity Kane are speaking out. Okay, in particular, Aubrey all day. Because she also said that Diddy was trying to push up on her. And when she turned down his advances, he turned, you know, that way towards her too. And even tried to destroy her career. Diddy wants what Diddy gets. Or Diddy gets what he wants, rather. Okay? When he made her shave her head and they were asking her, Cassie, why'd you shave your head? Because that's what Sean wants. Not what I want. I don't believe she would have just went and just shaved her head. I said it before. But because he had that much of control on her and he had instilled that fear in her that you will do whatever I say whenever I say it, she went and cut her damn hair off. And I feel like he wanted her to look as masculine as she could because deep down, that's what he really likes anyway. He likes men, allegedly. So if you can dumb her down to keep, because y'all noticed she was starting to wear like suits like men. Cassie was starting to wear suits. Let me see if I got a picture of her. As beautiful as she is, I picture her in like a gown. When I picture Cassie, I picture her in something like a nice gown when she steps out with Diddy. Okay. Not in no suit. She had on like a suit like what he had on. I said, what the hell she got on a suit for? Versus a nice flowy dress to like show how beautiful she is. Do I have a picture still? I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let me play this. This is another thing, too. Shout out to Tasha K. This is when he was trolling Cassie, okay, after, of course, Cassie had been gone from Diddy. But he decided when he was getting this award that he's going to bring up Cassie's name after Cassie's husband, okay, Alex Fine had already told Diddy to keep Cassie's name out his mother effing mouth, okay, and he even went as far as calling Diddy gay. So Diddy received a award, I want to say at the Soul Train Awards, and he mentioned Cassie's name, okay, when you know you had done all these things to her. All right, so hold on. All right, let's play it over. Shout out to Tasha K.
Dark place for a few years, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Tasha K.
I have to give a special thank you. Shout out, thank you. all that love. I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Bishop T.D. Jakes, my chief of staff, Christina Coram, KK, Lorianne Gibson, keeping me free. Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
Y'all see how he said her name? And also Cassie. He said it like, yeah, I'm saying her name, nigga. What? You told me to keep her name out my mouth? Guess what? I'm saying her name now. What? You see the attitude in which he said it like, yeah, you told me don't mention her name no more, but guess what? I'm on stage. I got the mic now. What? And to Cassie for holding me down in my dark time. She didn't hold you down. She stayed in a situation that she could not leave out of because you would not allow her to. And every time she tried to leave, according to you, you tracked her down and had your security put fear in her to come back, Diddy. And while you mentioning Lorianne Gibson, let's throw some tea out on that shit too. Didn't you throw a chair at Lorianne Gibson because she gave her opinion about something that you didn't like, Diddy? Didn't you throw a chair at Lorianne Gibson, okay? Didn't you do that? Didn't you do that? Like, sir, stop it. Stop it. Okay, it says Diddy is a victim too because he's extorting him. What? Okay. Yeah. You threw a whole chair at this woman. That's the type of anger you have to throw a chair at a woman. Thank God it missed her, okay? Thank God it missed her. Okay. Yeah. Maz, I'm on it too. Okay. I had to go ahead and Ike Turner, we had going to put you in timeout, baby. I ain't got time for that bullshit because I'm trying to reach somebody who might be going through something in the chat today. We have women who are going through horrific incidents that may be aligned to what we're talking about today. And what we're not going to do is have that type of behavior and or negativity in our chat. Okay. So he is in timeout. Ike Turner, baby, you're in timeout. Thank you so much, Belle Wilson. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to have that in my chat because we have too many women that sit in silence, okay, that go through similar situations as what we're talking about today, and they're afraid to speak out because of idiots like that who victimize them and say, oh, that never happened to them. She could have left. She just wanted money. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Diddy is a monster. Diddy is a monster, and it's high time that he be exposed for the stuff that he's done. Okay? Young Miami, get your ass out of there. I don't know why you still there, sis. I don't know why you still there. Because I know she's going through some of the same mess as well. She has a lot of people asking her. Says, I just knew that y'all was under this girl's picture cutting up. That's why I came here. They says, that what is Diddy making you do, Young Miami? Says, how do you feel about this lawsuit? They're asking her. They said, Carisha, you better not stick beside that man after hearing about this lawsuit, okay? That says that how many male escorts have you met so far, Carisha? Because you guys know that was also in the lawsuit where Cassie was made to be with male escorts while Diddy sat and watched and recorded it and pleasured himself. Let's continue. That says, and don't speak at all on Diddy's civil case and Cassie filed. That's her experience. It says, if you have a brand to protect, then you tell interviewers no comment, that you're worried about you and you only. So they're telling Young Miami not to respond to people asking her about why she's still with Diddy and if she's going through similar situations that Cassie went through. All right. Somebody says that this is sad. You are a woman, and I hope that you don't have your daughter around Diddy. All right. And then somebody else went on to say that what the hell would she be making? Hold on. Said, what the hell would she be making Cassie mad about? Okay. Because somebody said she's making Cassie mad. That was stupid. Don't even know why I read it. Somebody said, run, Carisha, run now and don't look back. Says that don't he record you with other men too, Carisha? Because y'all know that's what he was said to have done in the deposition. All right. Somebody says that you're going to get Cassie on your show and interview her now. That's what they're asking Carisha, because y'all know she has a podcast. All right. Just reading out some comments. They said, Miss Carisha, I don't know you like that, but your life is more important than that bag that you're chasing with the devil, meaning Diddy. Says that he might do something that you'll regret. Run for your life and save yourself. Okay. Another person says that your man is trending, babe. Another person went on to say, are you okay? Do we need to come and get you? Let us know something. Said that I will call the people right now. Okay. Says, Carisha, please be careful. All right. She ain't hearing that shit because it was said in the legend that he's paying her like thousands of dollars a month to be her beard, or his beard rather. Okay, she's getting all these shopping sprees and bags. If y'all follow them on social media, like I do, Diddy is always taking her on these expensive shopping sprees, and she also gets paid a certain amount of money each month to be his beard. He call them girlfriends, but I call them F buddies. Okay, that's what it is. I don't know any woman that Diddy's ever been with where he was exclusive, not even when he was with J-Lo, because he was still messing with Kim Porter during the time that he was with J-Lo. So spare me the bullshit about my girlfriends. Who did you learn that from, Diddy? R. Kelly? Because he was calling underage girls also his girlfriends, okay, according to him. You 30, 40 years old and 15 and 16-year-olds hanging out your house, that's not a girlfriend. Okay, it's giving that vibe. Cassie was 19, you was 30-something. What the hell was you doing with her? Nothing in common. She was dating Ryan Leslie, living her best life. But you scared the hell out of Ryan Leslie and broke up her relationship with him, only to take her out of a happy situation and put her into a controlled situation to where you are putting hands on this girl and controlling her and telling her once she left the first time, if you don't come back here, I'm not releasing your album and or your songs. And that's what she wanted from the very start. And he knew that. So he held that over her head to keep her from leaving him so he could continue to abuse her. And that is how narcissistic abusers are. They hold over your head the very thing that they know matters to you the most in an effort to control you and to control your mind. And she was so far in, and now she's dealing with, according to her, she's dealing with memory loss. And she's dealing with not being able to still sleep at night. And she's been gone from Diddy for some years. She's remarried, got children now. She's moved on with her life. She is still having moments in her sleep where she's still jumping. She's still nervous. She still has to go to therapy because she's still trying to wean herself off of certain drugs. She was at one point in time taking ecstasy, the white substance, as you guys know, that starts with the cocaine. Let's call it that. She was taking that. She was taking some type of other, what was it? Some kind of tranquilizer or some shit. He had her on so much shit, she didn't even know she was in the world. Whole time strangers were coming into the room and violating this woman, unbeknownst to her. She knew what was going on. She's still weaning herself off of some of these things. Memory loss, anxiety. I see y'all putting depression, all of that. And then to cut on the TV, you can't even watch an award show because he's popping up there. So it's like a reminder just looking at him. Just looking at him. Diddy is a monster. And the fact that he said, and thank you, Cassie, for holding me down in my dark times. So you will get high and put hands on this woman. You will get high and put hands on this woman. Okay? And everybody and their mama is sitting here talking about Diddy and the mess that he's done and continue to do. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Suge Knight because he is also now talking. Y'all know he has a podcast in jail. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Yes. Suge Knight has started a podcast, you guys, while he's locked up, where he's telling some shit. All right. Let me get to it. Y'all just talk amongst yourselves. All right, and also Aubrey Day, she's still telling she's still saying that she wishes that the justice system would step in and do what they need to do in terms of Cassie getting justice and not just a payout. She was upset at the fact that there was a payout and not justice being served for Cassie for what she went through. Okay, Aubrey Day don't like him at all because it's some shit that he did that just did not sit right. All right, so let me go ahead and talk to you guys about what's going on with Suge Knight and Diddy. All right, so they're saying that Suge Knight, let me show the picture for those of you who don't know who Suge Knight is, okay? Suge Knight. That's Suge Knight, Diddy. Shout out to TMZ, and that's Cassie, all right? You're saying that Suge Knight, okay, has this show called Hot Take, which is coming soon. He's going to be talking about Cassie versus Diddy. especially the parts about him, because y'all know in the deposition, Cassie mentioned that she and Diddy were strung out in some hotel room, and it was said that a security officer busted in the room to say, hey, we see Suge Knight is down the street at some restaurant eating, because I guess Diddy might have been looking for him at some point because some shit was going on, and said that Diddy jumped up, got dressed real quick, got a few pow-pows out the safe, put one in Cassie's purse, but she said she was very scared because she'd never been around a pow-pow before, and she was scared that it was going to go off in her purse, and said that Diddy went running out the door to go run down the street at this said restaurant where they were saying that Suge Knight was spotted to go down there to do something to Suge Knight. So he is going to be speaking on that. They're saying that Suge Knight will directly address Cassie's claims that Diddy once grabbed a bunch of pow-pows to go confront the ex-Death Row Records boss. All right. They're saying that although Puffy might have already beat him to the punch, now they're saying that the ex-Death Row Records honcho will take the Diddy convo on his Collect Call podcast in the next couple weeks, right after he drops his Thanksgiving Day episode, according to sources involved in the production. Okay. Now they're saying that that was the plan anyway before Diddy and Cassie suddenly settled Friday night. All right. Now they're saying that, as we reported, that in Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy, that she claimed that one night while she was at home with Diddy, that one of the security staff busted into the room to inform him that Suge had been spotted at a popular LA eatery, Mel's Drive-In Diner. So they're saying that Cassie alleges that Diddy immediately got dressed, retrieved multiple firearms from a safe, and ran out to go confront Suge. They says that it doesn't appear any public altercation ever went down. They says that like it was said before, that the ex-Bad Boy singer was seeking major damages in her lawsuit against Diddy, which we already know was resolved, claiming that she endured savage beatings over several years of sex and alcohol-fueled benders. It says, but late last night, she and her ex put their differences aside, both saying that they were amicably settling the matter. They says that Diddy's legal team has announced that the suit was nothing but a classic shakedown for $30 million, okay? But they said that Suge and Diddy's history dates back to the mid-90s, as we all know, at the height of the East Coast, West Coast rap wars that eventually ended with the unaliving of Tupac and Biggie, okay, which we know that. So they're saying, so not surprisingly, that we're told that Suge won't hold back with his take on Diddy's new legal drama. So he is speaking up, and also Keefe D is also supposedly friends with Suge Knight, and Suge was saying that Keefe D should not be the one that is locked up in prison behind Tupac's unaliving. He's saying y'all got the wrong person up in there. The person that should be up in there is Diddy, because he did put up $1 million. All right, according to them, allegedly. Now they say that, speaking of Pac, they says that Thanksgiving episode of Suge's podcast will tackle Keefe D's arrest, like I just said, for the 1997 unaliving. So they said that Suge and Break Media CEO Dave Mays launched Collect Call back on Halloween, which is his podcast, okay? And their next couple episodes are shaping up to be their most explosive. So those of you that want to know more in depth about that, look into Suge Knight's podcast, because he's going to be telling some real deep, dark stuff that a lot of people don't know about this situation. So they're saying that it remains to be seen that if the settlement affects Suge's plan to talk all things Diddy in the near future. Said that Lord knows people would still be willing to hear this side of the story either way. Okay, so Suge is getting ready to be talking and telling some stuff. All right, yes, he is. I don't know if I can play that because I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't want to do that. But TMZ, shout out to them for that information. Look at Cassie right here and Diddy. She's not happy. You can tell she's not happy. I'm gonna just go through a couple pictures of them. Okay, look at Cassie and look at Diddy. You could tell she's not happy. She's made to be in a situation that she don't want to be in. Body language and facial expression says it all. Okay. Let's go through a couple pictures of the two of them. Okay. This is when her head was shaved. Okay. This is when he made her shave her head. Okay. Wanted her to look like a little boy. Cassie was a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Okay. Look at this picture. Look like they might have just gotten out of an argument in the car or something. She don't look happy. She don't look happy. She don't look happy right there. What'd you do to her in the car, Diddy? This is when her head was shaved again. Wanted to look like a little boy. Because you low-key want to be with boys, allegedly. According to your song where you said, your sister is cute, but let's do boy on boy. Ain't that what you said in your song, Diddy? That's the words to your new song. There she is again. Not smiling. With her hair shaved. That's just her getting in the car. This is her again. She haven't smiling. She really don't smile in many pictures when she was with him. She was miserable as hell. She wasn't smiling. She wasn't smiling. There she is again. He's holding on to her like, yeah, come on. I want everybody to know this is my girl. You ain't going nowhere. Come on here. Look at her face. Like, I'd rather be anywhere but here. Look at her standing behind him. Look at her face. He's smiling, but she's not. He is smiling, not so much with her. You could tell something is troubling her. Okay. He probably just put pause on her before they got wherever they were. Okay. She did a small little smile here. Okay. For the cameras. I said, Lord, Lord, Lord. She was a beautiful girl. She was a beautiful girl. And it's so sad that she went through all the stuff. Here's another picture of her. She's looking down. She looks sad. I said a picture tells a lot of things. Pictures tell a lot of things. Look at her. No smile. She's looking down at the floor. Okay. That's how R. Kelly's women used to be. They couldn't give eye contact. They had to look at the floor. If a man came in the room, they had to look down. Go back and look at the surviving R. Kelly. Let me move that out of the way so y'all can see her face. There's a better picture of her. Look at her. Okay. If she's happy in her relationship, body language says it all. Why is she not looking up, giving eye contact to the cameras and smiling at the cameras like, hi, I'm with my man. We're out tonight and I'm happy to be out. It's looking like she is unhappy to be around him and in his presence. Okay. Body language. Body language. Body language. I'm just showing y'all some pictures. Look, this is how beautiful she was. Look how beautiful Cassie was. He liked beautiful women on his arm, and he also liked a lot of Asian women because his ex-girlfriend that talked about she was pregnant by him, and he paid her $50K to get rid of the baby. That she was also Asian too, so he liked them Asian women. He loved them Asian women. But oh my God, y'all, it's so much. I want to make sure I've given all the information that I had for you guys on this particular case, but they did settle out of court for the and it said it got up to 100 million. Okay, it said that it was 100 million that they settled for, that it was between 30 million and 100 million, and it said that 100 million is what was actually given. Okay, so yeah, what do you guys think about this? Let me read this. Okay, so there's an update here. I got an update. That says that Diddy's lawyer releases a statement following Cassie's lawsuit settlement. Okay, let's go ahead and get that out of the way because this just dropped. This is what Diddy and his attorney, well, this is what Diddy is saying because it's signed with his name. It says it just so we're clear. A decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way determine his flat-out denial of the claims. It says that he is happy that they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Ms. Ventura the best. Okay, Ben Brofman, which is the lawyer for Sean Combs. So that is his statement. Okay, that's what Diddy is saying, that, hey, just because I paid that money don't mean I'm guilty. Nigga, what? Now I want to see you go down. Because you still in denial. That's that narcissistic bullshit that I'm talking about. That's that narcissistic bullshit I'm talking about. Nigga, don't nobody in 2023, you the first person I know that's ever settled something that fast. And I would just say this. If I'm in a position of that much power and money and everything else, if somebody said that I did some shit to them that was that horrific, and they're suing me for X amount of dollars, I am not giving you shit if I know I didn't do it. I'm not cutting no checks. I don't give a damn. I'm going to go to court and I'm going to plead my case. Put out what you want. If I know I did nothing, I'm not going to be quick to cut you no check in 24 hours to make the shit go away. And that is what Diddy is used to doing. Now you're going to do a statement saying, oh, because everybody trolling the fuck out of him. Please believe he's seeing the comments and all the posts and content creators and everybody else talking about this. The fact that he settled so fast. Diddy, you settled because you are guilty, and all the things that were getting ready to come out by you not settling, you did not want that shit to come out. Kim Porter was going to put that book out. It's no coincidence that she ain't here no more because you didn't want that shit to come out. Okay? I done told y'all, a month after Kim Porter passed away, why was her house ransacked and whoever broke up in there, okay, was looking for that fucking book? Because in that book, she was getting ready to tell how Diddy used to put hands on her and how he liked men. Bullshit, Diddy, that you sitting here saying you only paid her because you guys had an amicable meetup. Bitch, $100 million ain't amicable. I'm sorry. If I didn't do some shit, you're not getting $100 million. You file as many lawsuits as you want to file. I'm going to come right there to court and I'm going to plead my case. I'm going to have my attorney right there and I'm going to say, okay, what y'all got? He ain't going to take no lie to take the test. I see you putting it in there. He will blow that lie to take the test up as soon as they plug that bitch up. As soon as they hook it up to him and before they start the test, he going to blow that bitch up. He won't pass no lie to take the test. But now your narcissistic ass gonna sit up here. Shout out to the Shade Room. Let me show this bullshit to y'all. Nigga, you know you did it. Now you trying to backtrack and fix your image now that it's out there with everything this damn deposition done spelled out that your ass was doing over the 13 years that you was with this girl. Now I'm about to read some of this shit off because he done pissed me off. I'm about to get off here, but now I'm about to read some of this damn deposition. You ain't gonna play with me, Diddy. You're not about to play with me. Yeah, I got it. Who did he think he fooling? All right, so they're saying that Diddy was asking Cassie to search for large black peens. That says that Miss Ventura was eventually instructed to use websites and escort services to find male SEX workers to participate in FOs. Y'all know what FOs are? F-U-C-K offs, okay, is what they called them, all right? That's what he called them. It says that Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura to search for large black schlongs on the website. They said that sometimes Mr. Combs would pay to fly male SEX workers to his location, okay, including to multiple cities in the U.S. as well as abroad. Says that he required Miss Ventura, okay, which is Cassie, and his staff also helped him make these arrangements. Kind of like the R. Kelly situation, okay? It's kind of like a little pyramid thing going on here. Everyone is involved. They're saying that Mr. Combs' assistant would help to set up the FOs, which is the F-U-C-K-Os, offs, including by setting up the hotel suites with baby oil and Astroglide. Let's continue because there's more. Mr. Combs always supplied Miss Ventura and the SEX workers with, okay, copious, whatever the hell that is, copious amounts of drugs before and during the FOs. Miss Ventura was given ecstasy, cocaine with a C, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and alcohol in excessive amounts during the FOs, which allowed her to disassociate during these horrific encounters. It became commonplace to get IV fluids in the days after the FOs to recover from the excessive substances pushed upon her. Mr. I didn't do it. Miss Ventura was required to dress up in lingerie for an FO, and Mr. Combs insisted that she wear white nail polish, which Carisha is now wearing, upon his request, to contrast her nails with the skin of the black men that he hired, okay, to have sex with her. This is the deposition. During the FOs, Mr. Combs would instruct Ms. Ventura to pour excessive amounts of oil over herself. Mr. Combs would then instruct Ms. Ventura and the sex workers to speak to each other, and then would specifically tell Ms. Ventura where to touch the sex workers. Mr. Combs, which is Puffy, would say things like, grab the big black so-and-so. Okay, he's instructing her like he is the director of all of this. Okay, so now Cassie was asked to wear white nail polish, and if you go back and look at some other things with Carisha, she also have been seen multiple times wearing the black nail polish, which says to me, ma'am, you are probably doing some of the same shit. Period. That's what he likes. It's a pattern. It's a pattern of abuse. And every time that he would put pause on this woman, he would buy her lavish gifts. And every lavish gift would be in his name so that he could take it back and so that he could track her. All of the cars that he bought her had tracking devices so that if she tried to leave, he knew where she was. That's how he could use the word track when he couldn't find Kim Porter, because he also was financing her lifestyle. When he called her mother when she got missing, and I said it last night, to say, Miss Porter, I've been looking for Kim all day and I can't find her. I've been trying to track her down. Why are you tracking a grown-ass woman who don't want to be the fuck around you? Track. He did the same thing for Cassie when Cassie left and went to her mother's home after he kicked her in the middle of her back and put hands on her, where her mother took pictures of said incident. There's proof there. Cassie's mama took pictures of her daughter being assaulted, well, after she was assaulted. And Diddy was telling his bodyguards to find her, that he's been trying to track her down. What you need to track her down for? If she wants to leave, she should be able to leave of her own free will. We can say hostage there. If I want to leave of my own free will and you're telling me no, and if I try to leave, you trying to track me down, that's a hostage. If I'm free to go whenever I feel like it, if I'm free to go whenever I feel like it, you don't need to use the word trap or track. There's a difference between escaping and leaving. Is it not? Is it not? She escaped you. And you used Kim Porter's death to lure her back. When you called her and cried on the phone to tell her you were distraught and you were upset at the fact that Kim was not there anymore. And I remember the video when I saw her pull up in the car to go to the restaurant. See, I've been following this. He used Kim Porter's death to say that he was distraught when you know that she was going through the same shit that Cassie was going through. You used her death to lure her back after she had already left you, Diddy. And then you pushed your way into her apartment and you violated her because she told you she did not want to mess with you. She was trying to close her door and you pushed your way into her home and violated her. But you didn't do nothing. This is no way in any way, shape, or form of me admitting to any wrongdoing. We just settle amicably. Bullshit. Bullshit. You know you're guilty. You know you are guilty. You violated this woman for 13 years and she's still suffering PTSD. As a mother who is raising daughters, as a man who is raising daughters. What type of mindset do you have to have daughters, your daughters walking around in your house? If they were ever violated, you wouldn't have that same energy for another man that treats your daughters the way that you treat other people's daughters. So the fact that your narcissistic, boneheaded ass, your crispy, burnt hamburger helper eating ass. Let me read him for a minute because he done pissed me off a little bit. Your burnt butterbean eating ass. Your narcissistic, lying, manipulative ass. Gonna sit here and say you didn't do nothing to this girl, that you just settled. Don't nobody settle for $100 million if they ain't do shit, and it's some shit that they don't want to get out. You done read that deposition from front to back, and you done saw what was in that shit. And Danny DeCane and Kamora Lee Simmons, she done spoke up too, because she was very good friends with Kim Porter, and Kim Porter shared some very deep, dark secrets with her. And quiet as kept, Kamora went through some shit too. Because Russell Simmons met Kamora when she was in high school and he was in his 30s. So she was groomed up. The same way Diddy did Cassie. Groomed her. She was 19. He was in his 30s. Kamora was in high school when she met Russell Simmons. And controlled. Oh, yeah. Let's show some pictures. Kamora Lee and Kim Porter were very good friends. Very good friends. Kamora lived down the street from Kim Porter. When Kamora found out that Kim Porter passed away, and they said it was natural causes, Kamora Lee Simmons said that's bullshit. Y'all need to look more into it because something is wrong. She knew that Diddy was putting his hands on this woman because Kim Porter told her. She knew that Diddy would not allow her to move on with her life and have a normal dating life just like everybody else when they break up. Kamora knew these things. So when she found out that her friend just had this random cold and the next couple of days she was unalived, and the person that found her was Diddy. Diddy found Kim Porter. Kamora. And this groomer, let's call him a groomer, because he's hiding out in Bali right now. Because he violated several other women that filed lawsuits against him. So to avoid jail time, he packed up and flew to Bali, and that's where his ass been hiding out to avoid prosecution. Y'all know I know my shit over here. Y'all stay woke. Stay woke. You didn't do nothing. Why she walking around like this? As beautiful as she is. Why she covering her face as beautiful as she is? Let's show this shit again. How her glasses get like that and she was made to say that she had an ATV accident. 2014. Look at her face. But you did nothing, Diddy. I ain't even gonna say allegedly to that shit. I ain't gonna say allegedly. Fuck allegedly. Fuck allegedly. I said that. You did nothing. It's the audacity for you to even put that comment out. For your attorney to even put that shit out. And you got daughters. You have daughters. This girl said she was crouched down between the sink and the toilet when this man kicked the door in at a hotel room and turned the music up real loud because he wanted to violate her. But you did nothing to her. That's in the deposition. Go read it. She was getting away from him. She was trying to sneak out the hotel room. And he wound up waking up before she got out the door, and he went crazy. And she ran into the bathroom and locked the door and crouched down in between the sink and the toilet. And he did what he's been doing for 13 years. And when she finally got out of the hotel room and ran away from him, security was trying to stop her. And she ran and got on the elevator and it went down in time to get away from him. And when Diddy found out that the front desk knew what was going on because security told him, hey, the front desk is saying that they got this situation on camera. Diddy paid the hotel $50K for the footage to make it go away. So this is what's been going on all these years with Diddy. He's been able to hide in plain sight doing these things to women. When Cassie would be violated and hurt so bad, he would send her away and hide and tuck her away in hotels for weeks at a time, and then run around with Kim Porter because he got to have somebody on his arm. Think about it. He got to have a woman on his arm. So while Cassie is over here healing, he done called Kim Porter to go on the red carpet with him. So this woman is over there healing and going through what she's going through, probably crying every day, like, why the hell am I still going through this? And then cut on the news and watch this nigga on the red carpet with Kim Porter. Crazy shit like that. And then turn around and buy her a nice Rolls Royce with a tracking device on it to make her feel better for violating her and treating her the way that he treated her. But you say in this little message here that you did nothing. This is not me admitting guilt. It's absolutely admitting guilt when you did this shit so fast. Because I ain't never seen nobody do nothing like that for that amount of money in 24 hours. Like, spare me. Spare me. Because you try to say, she just want a quick money grab. She already said prior to that, whenever she called me, because we spoke prior to her filing the lawsuit. The lawsuit was filed for her to expose you, Diddy. Because the money could have been cut a long time ago. Y'all had a conversation before the actual lawsuit was filed. Cassie was strategic in how she did this, okay? Go back and think about this. I thought about it. I said, this girl, she done sat on this information and she done got all her ducks in a row. And she done let Diddy know, listen, number one, I'm getting ready to put out a book, which we all know that's why Kim Porter's not here, because of a book. I was like, girl, don't say book. Don't say book around him. But she let him know, I'm going to put out a book. And I'm going to sue you for X amount of dollars, okay? He wanted to give her $10 million. She said, fuck no. $30 million, they were saying anywhere from $30 million to $100 million is what she was asking for. He thought about that shit. Once that deposition came out in terms of what she said was done to her, she had already exposed him. What she wanted to do was, first of all, I'm not going to be able to take it into a criminal court because the, statute of limitations, that's already gone, but I can still do my civil shit and I can still expose you at the same time. So exposing him really hurt him more than him going to a court of law, because now that everybody know the intricate details of what this girl went through in 13 years and the simple fact that you turn around and paid her in 24 hours shows guilt, Diddy. It shows guilt. So she exposed the fuck out of you and she still got what she asked for, which is what she was going to do anyway. He was scared of that shit because all he has is his image. Diddy is about image. R. Kelly was about image. And the only reason R. Kelly got off the first case that he was in is because he paid for the little young girl that was seen in the video, the little 14-year-old that was in the video. He paid for her to be out of the country so that she couldn't testify. Money makes shit go away. That's how he was able to get out of that first case. But not so much this one, because people were talking, and people are going to be talking with this Diddy situation. So don't think that because you done paid this woman that you out of the clear, sir, because you're not. I just don't feel like it's over. I pray that it's not over. And I'm happy that people are speaking up, like Kid Cudi, Azalea Banks, as much as I really don't care for her like that, Aubrey All Day, and other members of Danity Kane. It's going to be some more speaking up. This ex-girlfriend who was pregnant by him, that he paid off $50K for her to get rid of this baby, which she did not. So he busted up in her apartment and stood over her and violated her as well. I played a video for you guys yesterday. It's going to be more women coming forward because Diddy kept women. Carisha, we still waiting on you to talk, baby. I know the money is nice. I know the lifestyle is great, because your album, The City Girls, just put out a new album and it's trash. It went nowhere. Your podcast ain't doing shit. So Diddy is financing your lifestyle. So I get it. It's hard for you to say, let me weigh my options. Do I want to turn him in and miss out on this money? Or do I want to shut my mouth and suffer in silence and then still have this lifestyle that I've been living that's so luxurious? To have all the furs and the jewelry and the cars and everything else, being able to travel whenever I want to, and to get this monthly allowance to be his beard. Do I want to continue to suffer in silence and deal with all of that? Or do I want to leave with nothing? So she's choosing right now to stay in a situation that she knows is toxic. But when she gets enough, like Cassie is, she'll leave. She'll leave, because Diddy is who he is. And every single woman I feel like that he's ever been with or have ran into, honey, I feel like he's done the very same thing to them. So prayers to everybody that's been violated. In New York, the New York attorney's office is asking for women to come forward if they have experienced the same thing that Cassie has. So I feel like women are going to start talking. I feel like they're going to start talking. They're saying she might be scared. She might be scared. Because I've seen a video where he was trying to put a camera in her face and she was like pushing the camera like, no, I don't want to be filmed. He likes to do that. I don't want to be filmed. He's going live or something. He was trying to put a camera in her face. She was like, pushing the camera away. And he kind of looked at her like, all right. He kind of gave her that look like, okay. That's the kind of person he is. But we're going to get on out of here. I think I gave you guys enough on this. Did got me here hollering, baby. That shit made me mad. That made me mad. Just low key, it made me mad just a little bit. Like I want to go punch the wall a little bit and all that. And I need to go get me a drink so I can calm down. But thank y'all for being here. Moss, thank y'all for being here and doing a great job. All 465 of you guys here. Please hit that like button and also subscribe to this channel. You know, we got the tea over here. You know, I'm going to go off, honey, when I get that good old, that good tea up over here. Okay. Y'all know we got the tea over here. Caramel going to dig and find out what she got to find out so that you guys can get the in-depth tea in terms of what is going on. Okay. Yeah, I see somebody putting that saying, Daddy. Yeah, he did have Cassie. Before I go, he did have Cassie calling him Papa, because he did ask Cassie, what is it that you call your grandfather? And Cassie says, I call him Papa. So Diddy told her, that's what I want you to call me, Papa. So she had to call Diddy Papa, the same name she calls her father. And I think he did the same thing with Carisha, because y'all remember she was holding up that sign at the award show saying Poppy. Yeah, she was calling Diddy Poppy. And he ignored the fuck out of her the entire time. She had a whole sign up. Do y'all remember at the award show? She was in the audience and holding up this sign when he was on stage and he was talking and screaming and everything like she wanted attention. Not once did he acknowledge her, but he did call Cassie's name. And Carisha's supposed to be his woman. Cassie been left him alone and the husband been calling him gay and everything. He ignored the fuck out of Carisha and not even acknowledged that she was in the audience and she holding up a whole sign. But yeah. Carisha, baby, prayers to you. Come on out, child. Come on out, talk, honey. Tell what you've been going through, and we're gonna be here for you just like we've been here for Cassie, baby. I ain't gonna victimize nobody because my heart go out for any woman, honey, that's been through that. Okay. Somebody says, let me put up some comments right quick before we go. Did anybody want to come up and do a panel right quick before we go? A few people. Did y'all want to talk and tell how you guys feel about this situation with Cassie and Diddy? Anybody want to talk and share any experiences? Whatever. I can drop the link. I'm really not in a hurry to go if you guys want to have like a little 20-minute discussion further. If anybody wants to come, I'll drop the link. It's nothing. It's nothing. I'll drop the link because I know this is a very touching, triggering discussion today rather, about this situation with Cassie and Diddy. And I know a lot of women probably have suffered some of this as well. Okay. Les Moore said it makes me sad too. Suffered any of that, guys, prayers to you. If you've suffered any type of DV, prayers to you guys, all right? Because it's not easy, especially when people don't believe you when you come forward and say that. I know some women, you may have been young girls and you may have suffered someone touching you inappropriately and you try to tell a parent or someone that's very close to you and they didn't believe you. That stays with you. It stays with you. Don't let that deter you from talking about it and telling your truth. Always tell your truth and keep telling your truth until somebody believes you, because we only get one life. And at the end of the day, therapy, you got to have therapy as well. You got to have therapy as well to get through this, and prayers, and have people that you can talk to, that you can trust, that will be there for you and tell you the truth in this situation, that can help you pray through this, because it's not easy. Like I said, with Cassie still saying she's having PTSD after years of being gone from Diddy, and still nights where she's jumping in her sleep. That's horrific, guys. That's very horrific. And that makes me very sad. Somebody as beautiful as she is. And I said it the other day, we don't ever know what a person is going through looking from the outside looking in. You just never know. You just never, ever know. Check on your friends, check on your loved ones, check on your strong people, because they're not as strong as you think they are. Everybody is going through something in their lives. Everybody is going through something, but we want to be there for women. As women, we got to stand in the gap for each other. Okay. We got to pray for each other and continue to lift each other up. If you see somebody falling and dealing with something horrific as this or anything in their lives, be there for them and help lift them up, and don't talk junk about them and make them feel like they're lying about a situation when they're feeling like, because it takes a lot to come forward and talk about somebody abusing you or violating you, guys. It takes a lot for a person to speak about that. And I know that had to be very embarrassing for her to talk about all the intricate stuff that she dealt with Diddy. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing to tell somebody that you've gone from state to state and country to country being made to be with men that you don't even know, being drugged up and all this other stuff being hit and pictures floating out now showing her face like it was. That has to be embarrassing. That has to be embarrassing. And all this time, if people were thinking that she was in this relationship with Diddy, and now that this has come out, we're all kind of side-eyeing like, my God. That's why I say you don't ever know what a person is going through. But we're going to open the chat up now for those of you, if you want to come, up and speak your truth, or just speak on the topics that we talked about today, you're more than welcome to do that. And if you guys don't want to speak, it's fine as well. We'll go ahead and end the live, okay? I'll give you guys like a good maybe 30 seconds or so and see if anybody wants to come up. Somebody say, love you, my sisters. Yes. Hug somebody. Okay, hug somebody. Love on somebody. You never know how far a hug can go, okay? That's a great release for somebody, okay? Just go up to one of your friends and say, hey, I'm just showing some love. Let me give you a hug. I'm not a big hugger, but I have some of my really close friends that I know have been through some stuff. I will issue a hug just so that they will know, hey, let me take some of this load off you, okay? Let me take some of this load off you. Talk to me. Call me. I'm that friend the way everybody call anyway when they're going through stuff, and I counsel them through it. Like counseling could have been my second job, honestly, because everybody, family members, friends, anybody, they call me when they're going through stuff. Cameron, what do you think about this? Like, I'm going through this. Like, give me some insight. What do you think? And I'll even say a prayer with you. I know y'all probably don't think I do pray every day. I do. I have a very tight prayer life. If you follow me, you know that. But yeah, I'll even pray with you and help you pray through that thing. Absolutely. Because we have to advocate for one another. Okay. We're all we've got. Women are the most disrespected creatures on this earth. And the one person that we're supposed to be, protected by is a man. And it's sad that that very person is always the one that disrespect and abuse and misuse us. Okay. So as women, we got to band together and be there for one another. Okay. So it doesn't look like anybody wants to come up. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for being here. As you guys know, Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming on tonight at 8 p.m. on the OWN network. So for those of you that still watching the show, go ahead and set your DVRs if you have not. And let's get ready for this show. Go ahead and pour you a drink and pop you some popcorn, child. Let's get ready to watch this show. And I will be back tomorrow for my review on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because y'all know I do my reviews on Sunday, okay? And also, if I come across anything that's like super, super juicy that I just cannot wait till tomorrow, I'll hop back on here right quick and give you guys that update, okay? As well. So thank you guys for being here. Love you guys, all women. Love you all down. I promise I do. Don't be afraid to speak your piece. Don't be afraid to get help if you're going through any type of domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. Do not stay in a situation that's detrimental to you, especially if you have daughters, because they are watching you. They are learning from you. All right. Women, let's band together and love one another and support each other, because that's what it's about. All right. On that note, let's get out of here. Mods, thank you. And any other content creators that joined us today. Okay. Thank you. Somebody said members link. You got a members link? Let me see. I may have to post it on my YouTube page, okay? Because I don't think I got it right here. Members link. No, that's not. Okay, I will post the members link on my YouTube page, okay, guys? Because I really don't have time to search for it right now. I thought that I had it set up to where you could go on my YouTube page under where it says membership and then click on join. Has anybody been able to do that? If you go on my YouTube page, usually if you like move over to where it says community wall and then it has membership, if you click on that, there is a button there where it says join. So if you want to join the membership, you can do it that way, because I did see that on there as well. Okay. But I will also go on there and I'll have to post it on my actual YouTube community wall so that you guys can see it. Okay. So thank you guys again for being here. Let's get out of here. Love you guys down and goodbye.